Graphic design for web and print media, designing for the wellness community. Visit ryankelson.com. Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2012. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. As I was looking at the sky for you this month, I could hear this song playing in my head. And the lyrics go something like, now I hope I get this right, it goes something like, well, there's a rose in a fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, then love the one you're with. That to me is the perfect encapsulation of your journey this month. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that you won't like the people around you. That is certainly not the case, and they certainly are there to love you. But it does look like in some way the interactions, the conversations, the expectations that you have of love might need a moment to be rooted, to be grounded. You might need some time to look at what it is that is with you right now, what is around you, and what it is that, if you are in a relationship, a partner is able to give to you, and what it is that you desire to give in return. Also, looking at partnerships, this also affects those of you out there who are single. When I think about the sky this month, it does look like there's going to be at the very least, some interaction that helps you learn these lessons, to look at what your expectations are in love, and to look at how you can go about healing some of those messages, some of those expectations that maybe aren't the best for you, aren't created in a space of absolute love and honor of all that you are and all that you have to give. There are some changes in relationships, but most of all, it looks like, especially in the beginning, there's a picture that you have in your mind, this picture of some ideal person, and it is, in most part, a fantasy. And the thing with fantasies is that they can never hold up to reality, and actually, they don't respect the dignity, the full dignity of the person and of the reality that they represent. The reality will always be a more complex picture, and that is part of its beauty. But it seems that you have some very romanticized expectation that may or may not come to pass, and the more you have disconnected from a more balanced perspective, the more that you will find the universe is going to try to get your attention so that you do pay attention to what is real. The more you'll find that that wake up, that moment of realization is more stark for those of you who are a little bit more in that fantasy place where it comes to another person. But this is actually really good, because the awakening that you need to have, it starts with another. It starts with looking at another person with a greater richness and a greater depth. But you can take that and you can turn that within. And you can look at what that is actually saying about you and what it is that you desire to know in terms of love, in terms of partnership, and also what you desire to know about yourself. And as you make those connections, you're going to find that the best of these conversations come forward, and you're going to find yourself not just loving the one that you're with, but having a genuine connection with the people who are around you, and a genuine sense of gratitude that you are seeing the people around you with a greater depth and a greater sense of worth, a more complex picture that feels not necessarily as perfect as maybe you had envisioned, but something about it in its imperfection is actually very right and actually feels right as well. As I said, it is a bit of a journey where it comes to love and where it comes to relationships and interactions, but you're going to ride that journey very, very well. And through that process, you will come to know yourself again, all over again in some respects, and come to know what love means and where it is that you could show yourself a greater sense of self-love as well. Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.